Hello, I'm Steve Oliver. Welcome to another edition of the Random Sessions. I'm joined this week by Phil Matthews, aka The Village, and we'll be talking to him after his first song, which is That's the Way It Is.
If it's known about it long, the best of all intentions can be easily undone. That's the way it is. That's the way it has to be. That's the way it is here right now. If I were to tell you that a promise is a keeping, would you honor that completely or consider cheating? But a promise is a promise. Commit to it, I'd rather you just leave it. That's the way it is. That's the way it has to be. That's the way it is here right now. What is that to you? I'm not after your permission to tell you how things are. I don't need your approval or worry that you care. That's the way it is. That's the way it has to be. That's the way it is here right now. That's the way it is. It has to be. That's the way it is here and now.
You've just heard That's the Way It Is, the first song by this week's guest, Phil Matthews, who is here now. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Got that done rather quickly, more quickly than others.
Yes, it's amazing how fast you can go when you've got that adrenaline. Or at least know you're waiting for a bus.
Oh well, fair enough. We won't keep you. I always ask, how long have you been performing? How long have you been writing your own music? And as such?
As such, well, it's a long story, but I'll try and cut it down to the basics. I've been writing my own songs ever since I could play guitar, which was about 50 years ago. I was inspired by a school show. I was at a junior school where some of my chums pretended to be the Beatles, and I thought, this is great, this is what I want to do. And the Beatles, of course, wrote their own songs, so that was immediately my model. But I always played in bands. Played in bands, had a recording studio at home, and I did that until about 5 years ago, when suddenly I didn't have a band anymore. We've never actually split up, but you go from that young age of, I'm afraid you can't gig tomorrow night because you've got homework, or you can't play there because somebody's girlfriend doesn't like the other girl who's there, to I'm afraid I've got to take the grandchildren out to Alton Towers or whatever. And we ended up turning down more gigs than we performed. So I was left with a load of songs I'd written, no band, so I thought I'll do it all myself. That was the first mistake, folks. I then started putting these songs together. I got 7 songs together, which I put out, and I thought, well, nobody knows who Phil Matthews is. I'll call myself The Village, because the first album was called Welcome to the Village.
Brilliant.
But then later I thought, well, nobody knows who The Village are either, so it doesn't make much difference, does it? But by then, I'd already got the logo, and I was midway through the second album. I'm now 4 albums completed and midway through recording the 5th, and that's where we are today.
Glad I asked.
Yes. Yes. Did you lose the will to live during that interview?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No. We're going to hear Phil's second song now. This is Secret Garden.
got a place where I go when I'm lonely. I take myself there when I'm feeling low. And if you ask me, I'll show you the pathway that you away with the key. La 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 la. I'll follow you when I'm happy, I'll follow you when I'm sad, but if you follow me when I want to be lonely, I'll lock you away with my key. You see, there are times when we want to be silent, sit with our thoughts and nobody but me, and if you insist then I'll have to deter you, well that is the way it must be. There's only one answer, there's only one question, even if they are there for you to see. Now if you'll excuse me, I know I must be there. My thoughts and nobody but me. My thoughts and nobody but me. My thoughts and nobody but me.
And we're back. I always ask this question of everybody. It's the same question, I get different answers all the time. I can't begin to imagine what your answer's going to be, but how do you write a song?
It is a very good question.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll give you a serious answer. I haven't got a foggiest. Well, because normally what happens is, for me, I usually sit down with an acoustic guitar and start strumming around, and I'll come up with a chord pattern which sounds rather nice to me, and I keep doing it. Then suddenly, strange words will come into my head. They may have no relevance to the finished song, but I then start and I think, oh, well hang on, that word there was quite a good idea. I used the word circus, for example, in that line, and then the song starts to become about a circus. And for me, it just then expands till I've completed the song. I never start a song knowing what it's about entirely. I might think, oh, I'm going to write a song about something, but then it turns out to be different. Like The Secret Garden is actually about depression. Not madness, but that sort of depression where you really just want to lock yourself away somewhere. So I made a nice jolly song about it. I don't think I necessarily even understood what it was about at the time. It's only when I look back. I mean, that's how I do it, although sometimes I will find I've got an idea for a lyric, so I'll sit down, I'll scribble the lyric away. Lionel Strange, which I think we're about to hear,
We are.
is...
This show needs a new presenter, that's what it does.
That started because I got this idea about Pink Floyd, and I got the idea called Lionel Strange lived down Arnold Lane, and that was the two lines. And it took me about 6 years to complete the lyric till I got it how I wanted it, and I hadn't got a tune at that stage, so then I started putting the tune together. But I mean, it's horses for courses, different people do it different ways. But
that's why I ask. That's the beauty of this question. It opens up a...
Well, because it's like Paul McCartney, isn't it? I mean, when he wrote Yesterday, which is arguably the most popular, most covered song of all time.
He dreamt it.
He dreamt it, and he woke up and he hadn't actually got any words for it, so he called it Scrambled Eggs, because that was the...
And he was convinced it was someone else's.
He was,
he wouldn't play it to anyone. He thought it was someone else's.
Yes, he kept going around people saying, what's this? And no, I said, right, I'm having that one. I'm not saying that any of my songs are on that level, but it does show you that rather odd creative process.
That's for other people to say.
It is, or not.
Alright, before we hear that song, where can people find out about you, see you online and listen to you and social media acts with you and all that sort of thing?
I've got a website, it's the best place to go. It's got live performance videos, hopefully I'll have some of this on here eventually.
Yeah.
It's got a link to my Spotify account if you want to purchase or download it.
Tell us the website address though.
I'm going to tell you the website address, I was just going through all this. But if you want me to tell you the website address now, I will do. It's www.thevillage, all one word, .me.uk. There's even a contact page in case you want to book me for your weddings or funerals.
That's across the bottom of the screen now, and you're also on Facebook, Twitter, and all the bits.
All the usual social
media. All the stuff that will come across there as well. And it's magic.
Magic, isn't it?
It is.
Just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Not like that. Like that. Alright, the song that was 6 years in the making is how we're going to finish this. Thank you very much for coming, Phil.
Thank you for having me.
I've really enjoyed it. This is Lionel Strange.
night.